So I've got some Crackling Drakes in the sideboard here because I think it could potentially be useful in some places we want more threats. And I just got like some counter spells and some blasting. So actually, I'm going to trim one of those and put another just seeing full stroke in. But I've got some extra threats in here in case we feel like we need them. But I think the rest of this seems pretty reasonable. So let's head on our way here. Someone asked about where's Experimental Frenzy. I actually think Experimental Frenzy is pretty bad in a deck full of cantrips. Because, like, if you're playing cantrips off the top of your deck with Frenzy, you're then filling your hand up with cards you can't cast. So I think the Vance's Blasting Station or Cannons or whatever it's called is actually a little bit better for that situation. I'd like to thank everyone for hanging out here tonight. It's pretty awesome. We got 1,400 people watching Standard, playing some Arena. If you're new, my name's Jeff Hoagland. I stream full-time here on Twitch. Here playing Magic 30, 40, you know, sometimes 50 hours a week if things get crazy. We've all constructed pretty much on this channel. We've been focusing on Standard and Modern recently. This Standard format is one of the best TCG formats I've played in a long time. It's been a lot of fun. And seems sweet. No Duress or Thought Erasure on the side. So, if you look at the mana base that I've posted in the deck list, while I have a Watery Grave here in my opening hand, I don't actually have that many black sources in my deck. I think it's fine, Marty. I think the rest of the cards in our hand are good. And, like, we could easily find our way into a copy of what's it called? Find a copy of, like, Charter Course or something like that to ditch them. I'm just gonna go ahead and get my fields down and then start digging for lands next turn. So these guys are 0/4s that whenever we cast an instant or sorcery spell, they deal 1 damage to my opponent. So they'll let us start dealing damage with all of our cantrips here. So get to Surveil 2, draw a card with Scry. Let these guys out. Looking for a land here. Alright. Tapped land's better than no land. And I've been to Phoenix there too, so if we find a land in one of our many draws next turn, we'll actually be able to flip the bird into play. Jeff, I just bought a lottery ticket and I want to apologize for the things I would do to you if I win. I'm truly a horrible person. Oh, Justin. Alright, so I'm gonna start with Discovery here. I guess I kind of want this shock, right? Just like kill one of their things. Kill one of their knights that's going to deal extra damage to us. We're trying to stay alive here, basically. Alright, there's a Charter Course for next turn, which is nice. So I'm going to go ahead and shock this knight. And then, honestly, here, I think I'm just going to leave the bird back on defense. I think I need this. I think I need this to not die here. Yeah, bird's a blocker at this point. The bird can trade with the knight here. That's unfortunate. So we're gonna take 6 here. Checking out your deck. What do you think it's necessary to decide? It's for slow decks, Crank. It's for decks that are going to be killing you slowly. Alright, so any land or 1 mana spell here lets us put this bird back into play. Get 2 shots at either of those. And we found neither of those things. Am I just supposed to Lightning Strike at this point, or do I Warlord's Fury and risk it? I think I'm just supposed to Lightning Strike here. Just, like, try and keep myself alive. I think as the game goes long, we're probably a little bit more favored than our opponent. He says his opponent plays a Lyra Dawnbringer. I guess I have Double Strike for that. I'd really like to draw land here. Titan Rising, thank you for the 2-month resub there. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Do I want to double strike this? If I Warlord's Fury and hit a land, I get my bird back. I think I need to risk it. supposed to get rid of that. We're probably dead at this point. My bird comes back and can block this turn, but they're just going to gain a bunch of health. I think we're probably just too far gone now. Yeah, we could potentially grind them. I don't know, like I burned the other strike too, so... I really want to board anything in here. I kind of feel like none of these cards in my sideboard are really aces in this matchup, but I kind of want to like run back my main deck plan. Is Shivan Fire good enough? I don't think so. I think I'm fine with just my shock. I'm just gonna run back the main deck for the time being. I feel like the opponent's deck doesn't really interact with us, and I just want to kind of race them. Yeah, there's Fiery Cannonade. That's a pseudo pyroclasm. Oh, this hand is just not good enough, right? Fight with Fire would be a good addition to the sideboard. I'm gonna write that down. I'm gonna add a couple of those after this match. That's a good Lyra answer. Course with Bird and lands is kind of hard to pass up. Creeping Shell in our opener again kind of sucks though. Awesome, Titan. Congrats. Yes, he needs a brainstorm and a fetch. Is that your way of telling me I should mulligan? It needs a look at that. Look at these charter courses. Ye of little faith. You just gotta believe, okay? We built our own faithless looting, chat. Why you have to be so negative, chat? Just endless negativity, chat. You gotta make me sad. Make me sad. Alright, we got 2 birds in the bin. Yeah, it's possible I should have some of the sweeper in the sideboard too. Alright, so I'm gonna start with Opt, digging for another Phoenix. That's awesome, Bud Count. Yeah, like, that's one of, like, a little leg up that Pirates kind of has, right? Like, people, like, really aren't paying attention to that card. Not only that, but, like, even if they're playing it and they are paying attention, like, we get to just, we're just, like, winning this race by a ton, right? Well, I guess this has lifelink, which makes this race a little bit less good for us. Well, they get to go, like, double field next turn, which is nice. Pretty good. This deals damage to each opponent, right? Yeah, so this gets through the Shalai. I'm gonna no attacks here, I think. Yeah, Shalai's another reason to fight with fire. Woof. Am I dead? We're up to 17 here. And I can't double block here, right? If I double block. Oh yeah, I can double block here. I think we might have them actually. I think they're actually dead. Because of the Shalai attack. I think the Shalai attack kills them. Let's find out together, shall we? been a Creeping Chill or another Phoenix. I really hope we kill them. I haven't counted. I think they're dead, though. Yeah, they're dead. They're actually dead. Did I even need the Creeping Chill there? I don't think I did. It was nice to have it, but I don't think I needed it. Right? Because this puts them to... Maybe I did. Was I short? No, I wasn't short, right? Because this does 5, and then this does 2 more, than the Phoenixes do 2 more. Definitely didn't need the Creeping Chill. Thanks. Yeah, look at that. They ended at 3. Or they ended at -3. Just like casually, was that a sweet turn? That was a sweet turn, right? Just like casually 20 you. Who needs a race, chat? We just like slingshot ourselves across the finish line. The Creeping Chill is just a B-heb, right? Just a little bitty bowel movement there. Maybe I want Shivan Fire on the draw. Easy mulligan there. Hand seems fine. I'm gonna bottom another Charter Course. If I played Boros Angels, I have! You can find the replay of it on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Jeff Hoagland. Dawn of Hope. That seems slow. I feel like my opponent playing Dawn of Hope there makes me feel like they played a different game than I did last game. Like, what part of 20 you in 1 turn? Alright, I'm screenshotting this. That's just some good clean living right there. Oh, we drew another one. What a tilt. All right, so do I discovery and potentially let them get a token? I don't think so. I think I'm just supposed to go ahead and strike this. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna discovery and potentially let them get a token, I think. I think I'm gonna go top here. This might have been greedy. There should definitely be some cannonades in our board. Resource efficiency. So like looking at this game right now, we're losing this game because we're potentially not going to be able to be resource efficient enough. Yeah, Shock is also better at enabling the Phoenix down the line because it's a 1-mana spell as opposed to a 2-mana spell, and we need to get 3 spells cast in a single turn to like make the Phoenix come back into play. Really need a land drop. Oh, I have to discard a card. Goodbye, Creeping Chill. So if I don't Lightning Strike this night, they're gonna get to flip the Legion's Landing over, which I think is bad for us. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. This is kind of good for us, because it means they have nothing else going on. Them drawing a card kind of sucks, but them having nothing to do is good. Yeah, if we just had like a Cannonade to draw to, it'd be in an amazing spot. Alright, that's a shock. I guess I like bin this. And then I get to go shock this, strike this, get my Phoenix back. Yep, that's a Shalai. Free bird. I'm just gonna do this now. You know what? I should have attacked first, probably. Because if I attacked first there, I would have been able to... Oh, well, that's coming back. Wait, is it not coming back? No, I played the Electrostatic Field. No Lyra is great for us. So let's start with Discovery here. Then some more birds, potentially. This is probably the Convoke card. So I can't really cast either of these, right? I think I just bin both of these here. Yeah, I just bin both of these, I think. I guess this means I could brick off and not get my other Phoenix back, but I like need to beat March of the Multitudes, right? Oh, I could cast both at the Shalai? Oh, if I cast both at the Shalai... Yeah, I'm dumb. I'm gonna draw land and die now. Or another Phoenix and die. Yeah, I'm dumb. Alright, yeah, I should have won that. I could have cast both at the Shalai, because I could have drawn one off the Discovery and then one off the Opt, and then like double hit the Shalai, and that would have been 4, and then yeah. Yep. Let's add some, that being said, the engine that this deck is trying to execute feels really sweet. Casting the Phoenix didn't do anything, Jackal Girl. They passed with all those cards up because they're gonna cast their March of the Multitudes and kill us. Like, they have a bunch of spells in hand because they missed land drop, so like we were dying there. Alright, so let's put some Fiery Cannonade in here. And some, what was the other card? I get rid of these Drakes. I don't think I need the Drakes. Fight with Fire. Put in their Fiery Cannonade. This seems fine. Seems fine. 2 to 3 competitive standard deck. Somewhere between 100 and 200 bucks, Tefree. Is Beacon Bolt better with Fight with Fire? I don't think so. There's gonna be a lot of situations where Beacon Bolt just like doesn't kill their thing and Fight with Fire does. I want the more consistent card. Beacon Bolt has a little bit of upside, but it's less consistent. Oh, actually, let's, I already found a thing. I was just saying I should update the Stream Decker with those changes for the sideboard.
So, Justin, tuning is different than building. So what I'm doing there is tuning a deck. I'm not starting from a blank slate. And I would do that on Magic Online, except I can't do it on Magic Online because we're locked into a league on Magic Online. And the way my borrowing cards from traders works, I can't tune decks on Magic Online. So that's one of the many upsides to playing on Arena here, is that I get to play. I'm not locked into a league, and then I can make changes between. The Creeping Shell in the opener kind of sucks, but the rest of this hand is good as a 6, so we could maybe draw Black Source and cast this eventually. You think real-life tournaments will go to Arena eventually for better viewing? I hope so. They'll reduce people's ability to cheat as well, which would be a good thing for competitive Magic. Main deck Lava Coil in Jeskai. That's interesting. On Discovery here. I'm really kind of looking for a 1-mana spell. Alright, I'm really glad I've been to the Watery Grave. So if we had a 1-mana spell next turn, I can do this into Shock into Bird. That's a little bit unfortunate. I guess the Mission Briefing's like a good card to have, so I'm gonna enter this tap for now. And then next turn, I can Mission Briefing Chart a Course plus Shock. Yeah, Lava Coil seems sweet. That's one I hadn't thought of. We had been talking about how Seal Away was a little bit awkward against the green-black decks, and Lava Coil is an interesting card that doesn't have the same drawbacks that Seal Away does. I don't think it's bad, it's just not a card that had, like, crossed my mind as, like, oh, we can be playing that. I don't think I want the field. I think I am going to take the Discovery for later. I'm going to go ahead and chart a course here. Haven't done any damage to our opponent yet here. They have another exile effect, this Arclight Phoenix is kind of medium. Yeah, it seems very reasonable, Trem. A good conclusion. Sad. Yeah, Lava Coil exiles, which is unfortunate for us. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I think I'm gonna mission briefing my mission briefing, cause yo dog. It can't be countered. That's good. That's a good one to point out. So they're at 11. I've got 8 points in my hand right now.
I'm known for my. This isn't a. We need to move quickly.
Like, I'm sure they have some counter spells in their deck, right?
Creeping Chill does not work if you have Rest in Peace in play. Oh, I guess Mission Briefing is technically damage, huh? I guess I could have struck beforehand here. Oh, I could also just recast Creeping Chill. Yeah, maybe that's what I should have done there. I think my plays were a little loose here. There's a deck list on your screen via the Stream Decker widget. If you're on a platform that doesn't have access to that, you can type ! deck in chat to get a link to the deck list. Please remember to be constructive and specific in chat, or you will get a 10-minute break, because that's how the rules work here if you read those. If you're confused about a play or a play doesn't make sense, you can ask and be specific about it. If you have a better line, please be specific and suggest the better line. Otherwise, you're just kind of crowding up chat being mean. Dispersal doesn't really accomplish anything. I think I'd rather draw a card. Give a timeout, of course. That's okay, Justin. You pay enough money that the rules don't apply to you. Do I have an opinion on the future of Arena or Magic Online? Yeah, this is Arena is the future of Magic. Arena is the future of digital Magic. And I feel like anybody talking about otherwise just like hasn't played it. This application is the Magic video game that myself and many have been waiting for years. For a long time. This is what we've wanted. And it's fantastic. What's going on, Bob? I'm glad you caved and tried it. It's so good, Bob. It's unreal how good it is. Alright, well that's gonna give this thing lifelink, so let's try and kill them. Alright, they died. I was being conservative there, trying to play around a counterspell, but yeah. I was surprised those resolved, if I'm being honest. I didn't just jam on my turn, because like I thought it would be greedy to jam. Thought we'd just run into stuff. I don't actually know what I'm doing with my sideboard, chat. These shocks don't seem very good. Of course, we did just kill them with Reach, which seems appealing. Do I not want all these counterspells? I'm going to bring in a couple of counterspells and see how they feel. But I'm going to be honest, I don't even know if these counterspells are good. If this application's ever going to support Modern, it's not going to be for many, many years. I think Wizards will give some kind of cross-platform benefit. I don't think Magic Online and Arena will ever be linked. Flame Accounts a card that doesn't do anything if your hand's not empty. What's not cool, Gurns? I don't know. These probably I don't know what my sideboard's doing. Marty gave me a core of a main deck and I just kind of like threw cards in my sideboard. We don't have a Linux or OS X or Android or iOS client yet for Arena, because contrary to what people who have never done software development think, even though Arena's written in Unity, being written in Unity doesn't automatically, you click a button and it pops out for every platform. You still have to do things that are specific to individual platforms to make them function. It's not just like Wizards could press the OS X button and get an OS X installer. Like, it's gonna take them work and man hours and stuff like that. It makes it easier to make to bring it to other platforms, but it's not just like one click, no work, everything pops out. Yeah, they have it's on the roadmap. And actually, and this is the Windows monopoly is I mean, it's on their roadmap, Tefri, so like they think it's worth the hours. It's just not a priority because most people aren't on that platform. Let's start on this and try and hit a land here, I think. I'll be playing Demir again with Blood Opera. So for those that aren't familiar with my stream, basically my stream is run where the people that support my content kind of pick what we play. So people that donate or cheer kind of add decks to a queue, and then I play decks as the order that they come up in the queue. So I believe there's blue-black in that queue again somewhere, but you'd have to check the queue on my website to find out exactly where. I mean, I'm playing from a Linux computer right now, Tefri. You could easily do the same, something similar. Does the rules don't apply to me? Can I put 10? Nope, that's not true, Justin. You know the rules that apply to you. Get out of here. You know which rules apply to you, and that is one of them. Alright, so the stupid Crackling Drake. Do I want to start with Discovery Dispersal? It kind of sucks that we drew Creeping Chill for the turn. I'll start with this and see where we go from here. Alright, perfect. And I think I'm just going to take the Warlord's Fury, because the Warlord's Fury means that I can get my Phoenix back this turn. I got you, Wraith. I'm kind of not at the Lightning Strike portion of the game just yet. This Crackling Drake's kind of a big monster. Maybe I should bring in my Fight with Fires to kill this. I have no idea, Binary. I've never played the format. Unlike many Magic players, I don't give strong opinions on things I haven't played. So, I never played Frontier. Frontier didn't have any events that were reasonable for me to play. I never had any reason to touch it. It might be awesome, it might be terrible, but I have no idea. Me speculating on where I'd like a format to be is just like kind of pointless because they're not going to listen to me. They're going to do whatever they want. I try to not. There are like so many important things and worthwhile things I can exert brain power thinking about that like something like that's never going to matter. I try not to think about. Yeah, maybe Lava Coils could be good. Yeah, that's fair. Is Lava Coil better with than Fight with Fire though? Would be like the question, I think. I'm gonna take the Charter Course here since I have so many lands in my hand. This deck is like, I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't expecting the Creeping Chills to do a lot, and the Creeping Chills have actually been really good so far. We've kind of been powering through them with some good consistency. Because this deck, I know like this game's going long and we're flooding out, but like this deck doesn't actually have a very high land count. And like the purpose of Fight with Fire and Banefire are to kill things like Crackling Drake and Lyra. So like spending 6 mana to kill a Lyra is a lot of mana. It's exceeded expectations, Marty. Oh, I don't have another. Oh, that sucks. I thought I had another Charter Course in here. That's unfortunate. I messed up. I should have been that opt. I should have been the opt. No, I'm gonna mission briefing again, and then mission briefing into discovery. Or into this charter course right here. That one right there. I just knew it was coming, chat. I knew we were gonna get there eventually. Woof. So like this is something that you need to learn to do with Xerox decks. We've drawn a lot of lands this game, but have we drawn a disproportionate number of lands is the question you want to ask. So there's 2 lands in my discard pile. There's 3 in my hand. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We've actually only drawn 12 lands and 31 cards, which in a 20 land deck actually isn't that far off. So while it feels like we've drawn a lot of lands, we've also just drawn a lot of cards generically. So I don't think we've really drawn a disproportionate number of lands. Xerox deck. Here's a command with a helpful link to describe it in detail. I'm gonna board my Fight with Fires in for the 3rd game, and I think the idea of Lava Coil also sounds really good. Maybe we'll put those in for the next match. Yeah, Chill is a sorcery. I'm holding the Chill in my hand because I could hit Cantrip into Cantrip next turn and then go Cantrip, Cantrip, Chill and get my bird back out of my discard pile. Golgari Midrange has put up some of the best results out of any deck in the format, Ishan. It seems like a powerful contender for one of the best decks in the format. Based on the couple of early events that we've had. It's funny too, they played Fountain Renewal on 1 this game and then played a second one. We've definitely dealt them 20 already, which is pretty impressive. Yeah, if you're not, that's a good way to put it. If you're not green-black, you need to have a plan for green-black. I think that's an excellent way to phrase it.
Hold that, let's slow this down.
If I don't go Cantrip into Cantrip, I'm gonna go ahead and concede here. Put my Fight with Fires in. Fight with Fire is also good. Fight with Fire, honestly, is probably just a really great card for this deck. It's probably better than Lava Coil even, because we're a Xerox deck that's seeing a lot of cards. When the games do go a little bit long, we're gonna get to kick it. My Magic Arena might have died, so it's coming back online. How we doing, folks? We get occasional dump when we end a game, but that's okay. We're having a good time playing a Magic video game. You think the Golgari mid-range decks to play Grixis Manager are stronger than those Elite Sword Planeswalkers? That's not what the data implies so far. Based on the decks that have been posting results, I don't believe that is true. You know, honestly, maybe I just don't want counterspells in this deck. Like I said, I really don't know exactly what we're looking to be doing. And maybe the blasting cannons are fine. And maybe the cannons are good and I want these Fight with Fires. I think I'm gonna go with that. The blastings are good. The shocks are gone. Those are not my deck. What am I trimming here? Let's do this. I guess I don't know. Could go either way here. We have had a Chill in almost every opener, yep. No, I almost never travel to Grand Prix, and I've never been out of the United States for a Magic tournament. Field on 2 makes this hand excellent. It's gonna get Lava Coiled, but honestly, maybe I'm supposed to hold the field until I can guaranteed play a spell with it. I could see that being the case. Wow, that just worked. Okay, that's awesome for us. So when my op deals the damage, it seems plenty while. Yeah, that's true. I definitely would rather the field soak up a hit rather than my Phoenix, that's for sure.
Any thoughts on expansion explosion? That's interesting, Marty. I could see that one potentially being okay. Alright, there's a fight with fire to kill a Drake here. I feel like they have to have a Drake in their hand. Like, they kept a hand that's, like, kind of slow and not doing anything. So I feel like the Drakes really won them in the last game more than anything. Really? No Drake. Okay. That surprises me. Wow, there's a scatter in their deck. Okay. What do you mean, like, the ones where you have to, like, lock your deck in and play until you get lost as Algarth? There's no compelling reason to play those. Like, just like when I play on Magic Online, like, I'm not playing Arena, like, farm Arena points. My goal is to, like, play decks and be flexible while I'm playing decks, and, like, playing like I am now gives me way more flexibility. When is Blasting Canyon Frenzy? So think about what Frenzy does and what the cards in this deck are doing. So Frenzy is exceptionally bad when you're playing a bunch of cards that draw cards, because the cards you're playing off the top of your deck with Frenzy are going to fill your hand up with cards you then can't cast, which seems less than ideal. Feels bad. Maybe I want this mission briefing. No, I kind of just want to land. All right. Okay. You can. You have to hit view battlefield and then click on it down here, I believe. I think I actually want both of these here. I just want to, like, have cannon. Lump, thank you very much for the brand new Prime support there. I appreciate that. There's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch right now. Thanks for supporting mine this month. Yeah, it is a very Storm-esque feel, which is, again, one of the reasons why I love this format so much. Like, there's aggro decks, there's combo decks, there's mid-range decks. Just, like, every archetype is pretty well represented so far, it feels like. Yeah, I'm aware that it doesn't let me play Lens. What does that have to do with anything? So... yeah, I was going to try and stick this. Give a third counter spell. And then next turn, whether this resolves or not, we'll get to go mission briefing, cast Charter Course, ditch this other Phoenix, and then hopefully find a land to cast the Opt as well. Wonder if they have another cleansing here. Excellence binding, sure. Alright, so we've got 4 looks at a land here. Wow, that's rough. Wow, that sucks. If this mission briefing would have resolved. That's really unfortunate. Man, we'd have dumpstered them, huh? Unfortunate. It's really sweet, Marty. Maybe I just want a couple more black sources and I want to play Duress on the sideboard. If we, it's a shame we don't have, Blood Crypt. Like, if we could play Blood Crypts in here, I think we could play Duress. Tilt. Yeah, I think we're probably done at this point. Let's take a look at the sideboard again here and think about things.
I think I'm happy with the main. It's basically all 4 ofs. The sideboard is just like been a hot garbage fire so far though. Put another blasting cannon in here. The fight with fire seems good. Yeah, expansion seems okay. That's like a burn spell that like can counter their counter. That seems okay. So like against control, what do I want to cut basically? Against control, I want to cut my 4 copies of shock. And that's probably it. So like this is so people often ask like how do you go about building sideboards? This is how you want to build sideboards. You want to look at your main deck and go, what cards do I want to cut from my main deck against Jeskai control? And like I look at my deck here and I go, I think the only cards I really want are shock. Radical idea. Radical idea is a great idea, actually. I like that a lot. That's another way to get Phoenix and stuff in the bin. What do I cut, though? I don't really have anything that I want to cut. Yeah, I don't know that I have anything that I want to trim here. It could be like Warlord's Fury, but like having a critical mass of 1 mana spells to like get the Phoenixes back is pretty important. I do have sideboard slots. I could just like take a couple of shocks and put them in the board. The creeping chills have been really impressive in the games that we've played. I mean, like, did you watch us just like cast it to kill our opponent? I think I don't have room for these. I think I just don't have the slots to cut against control. Let's try this. Update the stream decker. Now I don't think I can make the mana work with the Duresses. Like 5 just isn't enough. I guess it could be okay because we draw enough cards. Is that reasonable? You're making me second guess myself. Maybe I draw enough cards. Maybe I draw enough cards that it's just like fine. I'm gonna put 1 more Catacomb in. Let's try it. It could just be like that we see enough cards that it's a-okay. Wait, where do my shocks go? Oh, it randomly put them down there. All right, I think that's good. Because if I bring in Duresses out of the sideboard, it like ups my density of 1 mana spells, which means I can afford to like board down Warlord's Fury. Maybe I just don't need Fury if I'm boarding in Duress. I can just like put all the radical ideas in. All right, I'm gonna do that. All right, final thing. We're gonna play another couple games here. I definitely didn't like 6 is definitely suspect in terms of like total number of sources, but the fact that we're like drawing a bunch of cards like kind of offsets it too. I don't know. I'm aware of how the interface works, Fun Stickety. I don't mind tuning decks on stream. I find building decks from scratch exceptionally frustrating. Also, and then like, while I find building decks from scratch frustrating on stream, I also think the inverse of just the inverse is the wrong word. Just how Magic Online works with leagues and how my setup for borrowing cards works for traders is just like not feasible to tune decks while playing Magic Online. The other thing about Goblin Electromancer is that Goblin Electromancer is a card that like turns on your opponent's removal spells, whereas like a lot of our cards aren't really doing that, right? And like our O4 can at least get in chip shots of damage before it dies, whereas like Electromancer is often never going to impact the board. It's just going to generate mana. Like it feels like there's enough creature decks in the format. Maybe I should just start mulliganing. There's always chills in my 7. We've definitely had black mana way more consistently than I thought. You're not wrong, D. Brian. There's that too. I think that's actually very true. It not only leads to losing 10 matches in a row, but it means you have to like reject the same terrible card idea 12 times and repeat yourself constantly. It's just like not a pleasant experience. As someone who's tried to do it before. I think I'm okay with both of these actually. I'm gonna hold on to the Warlord Fury for now, because it could be useful for triggering a Phoenix later. I think I'm actually going to go ahead and pass here, because I really don't want them to untap and, like, play their sweeper on me and kill both my Electrostatic Fields for no value. I think I'm going to go ahead and cycle my Radical idea at their end of turn, and then, like, untap and, like, play Field and then start Radicaling idea again. The O4 has been really impressive. It outputs a lot of damage. Yeah, we do have this Creeping Chill to discard. I'm kind of surprised they didn't have a draw 2 or anything to do at the end of our turn there. I love that this application turns the split cards the right way. Yeah, the Phoenixes are hiding at the moment. I wonder if they're thinking about countering this. They're just like slowly gonna get burned out by them. Maybe not even so slowly. Do I go bin here? I think I want one of these. Just because, like, I need a 5th mana to, like, be able to cast that many spells in a turn. See if we get Cleansing Tear or not. Yeah, we're through 18 cards without a Phoenix so far. If we get to untap with these Electrostatic Fields again, we'll probably be in a pretty reasonable position.
Just start cycling through stuff here. This is gonna be like double Clarion. I like that these radical ideas give us something useful to do with these shocks game 1 against control. Where are my birds? Holy crap. We've not been particularly good at drawing our birds, chat. Probably start with Op next turn. Welcome home, friend. I wonder if they have a negate or a lightning strike here. You'd have a syncopate as well, I suppose. They'd also just be having some latency issues. They've hit their timer a few times at weird spots. Honestly, I think if this resolves, we're gonna like ditch this Phoenix. I might just like pay 4 and cast the Screeping Chill off the Drowned Catacombs. Oh, this is what they've been taking on. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, I forgot I have Radical ID in the bin too here. So if I find another Phoenix, I can actually discard both Phoenixes here. That is an excellent draw. Come on, give me another bird. Give me another bird. Come on. That's so unreal unlucky. Here, definitely just the face is the place here, chat. Not close. We're through 31 cards, so we should have a bunch of birds coming up here, hopefully. Got 29 cards left. Yeah, the more I'm seeing this play out in this style of matchup, the more I'm thinking the Duresses in the sideboard are actually pretty reasonable.
Slow down.
We got 8 points in hand here. I mean, I guess I'm drawing more burn spells, so I shouldn't really complain, but like, come on. I think I'm gonna keep that. I played 3 spells, right? I played Mission Briefing, Opt. Oh, and Mission Briefing cast a spell, right? Mission Briefing cast Charter Course. I cast 3 spells, right? Right?
Somebody tell me I cast 3 spells. Briefing chart up. Yeah, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, I just want to go to combat. And they're at 9, and I have 11 points. This is like 14 points. This deck is gas. If I've been, I could count. Counting my lands back makes it easier to remember. Where's the storm counter? Yeah. Oh, you know what, Marty? Niv's probably the sideboard card we want over the stupid blasting cannon. I think Niv's what we want. Yeah, I think we can cast Niv. No problem. Like, look at these games. Like, we go through our deck. Like, we only have 20 lands, but, like, our deck is 40 cantrips. We're, like, 20 lands, 20 cantrips. Been a good 12 months and can't wait for 12 more. Admiral, thank you for the full year. I knight the defender of the realm. Go forth and defend us from Twitch chat. No, it would not have fizzled the card. The expansion is target players draw cards as well. Reading the card oft explains the card. Would ya? How about this uncounterable lightning helix, chat? How do we feel about that one? What do we think about this uncounterable lightning helix? That one pretty good? What do we think of that one? I'm so glad we put this together, Marty. They have to counter this, and they have to beat the Phoenix that's coming back from our bin. Oh, that was great, chat. I am into. Woo! They conceded the match. They conceded the match. Yes, they did. Bye, friend. Goodbye, friend. We did it. Easy game, easy life. All right, so I'm thinking about this deck more and more. Are these electrostatic fields actually bad? I get that they do some damage, but what if we just like maxed out? What if we just like do this? My shocks are down over here. Opta Peak, thank you very much. You just like add more cantrips. It's good against aggro, right? Yeah, it's just like it blocks. But it's like turning on their Doomblade sucks. Yeah, I think we can sideboard. I think we can sideboard field. Yeah, I think that's a great idea. I think I just like all of them in the side. I really like Fight with Fire. Some number of Niv. I think I like 3 Duress and a Niv in here. I think I want to play some Duress. Let's try 3 Duress and a Niv. I need to cut 2 cards here. I probably don't need these lava coils with the Fight with Fire. I really kind of like where this deck has ended up at. Yeah, this seems sweet. All right, let's try it again. I've got, you know, a few more matches with this one. 1 or 2 more at least. All right, let's update this stream decker and hop in another one here. What's Sultai Dredge? There's a deck link in the queue for Sultai Dredge. Well, I'm gonna be here most Friday evenings moving forward. I'm not gonna start as early as I did today every week, but actually, so I'm a liar. We changed my schedule, so next Friday, Christy's actually going out of town, so I'm gonna be live from 9 to 5. But then after that one, I'm gonna start doing Friday nights. Loving the standard content. It's awesome to have fun with the format. It really improves the quality of your work. Yeah, it definitely. I am very much aware of the fact that when I am having a good time, the content is better. Look it, I have to mulligan the Creeping Chill this time. It's not optional. It didn't give me a land with it. That's true. You can cantrip proactively if you need to and feel less bad. I'm gonna hold on to Op for a hot second. We've not cast Dispersal in this deck. I've casted it in other decks that we've played it in. Also, Jaron's great. Went to my first FNM in literal years to draft. Awesome. The original Eddie, thank you for the 3-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for the quarter of a year. That's kind of scary. A proactive control deck might give us a hard time here. Leave briefing there. We'll bend this mountain. Alrighty then. Don't mind if it does. Rid of all of that poop. Man, where are my birds at, chat? Anybody seen my birds? I think I'm gonna go to the standard Grand Prix in Milwaukee. Wow, we are dead. All right, those Fight with Fires looking real good out of the sideboard. Fight with Fires looking good out of the sideboard. Oh, I missed. Oh, I'm dumb. I needed to play that because I can't bring the bird back otherwise. Thanks for all the modern content. Good morning from Bangkok. Good morning, Daniel. And it's fine. I think we were dead there anyways. It's fine. I think we were dead there anyways. Get rid of these shocks. I definitely want the Nivs and the Fight with Fires. I don't think I want Duress here against their dragons. Probably just trim a Lightning Strike, honestly. seems fine. Yeah, we've basically only played against control decks. Like, I think Shock is fine and it's a decent main deck include, but like, obviously we're gonna cut it against pretty much all the other Steam Vent decks. Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, we can just cast Creeping Chill too. We've cast like 4 mana Lightning Helix you a couple of times now tonight. Yeah, in game 1, more 1 mana spells are great. I'm gonna keep the Fight with Fire here. Am I supposed to get rid of this? I think I just need a land, right? It feels bad, but I think it's correct to ditch there. So like next turn, I mission briefing into the other thing. Dragon's Horde. Okay. God, there's a lot of sweet things in this format. That probably loses our mission briefing. I guess we could lose the Fight with Fire if they have a dragon in their hand. Well, I do Vintage Paradoxical Storm for 1,000 bits. 10k bits. I actually just don't think I can, Healthy Froggy. Last time someone donated for a Vintage deck, we sat in the queue for 12 minutes and it just never fired. It's just hard. It's hard for me to, like, commit to this thing as a casting cost. I almost forgot. It's hard for me to say we'll play a deck and then just not be able to play it. Like, nobody plays Vintage on Magic Online. As much as I would love your bits. I'm gonna decline here and then mission briefing this Fight with Fire. So do I mission briefing the Fight with Fire or do I just Fight with Fire it from my hand? No, I barely go to Grand Prix at all. I haven't been to a Grand Prix in years. What would I be playing in Milwaukee? My favorite deck in the format right now is Blue-Black Pirates, so I'd probably lean towards playing that. The only scheduled Vintage event on Magic Online is the challenge on the weekend, and that's just not worth my time to stream. Yeah, deal. So land or 1 mana spell is good here for us. Land. I just jammed the Niv-Mizzet, right? Just like not close. We only get punished if they have exactly another Eldest Reborn. I didn't have lethal there, did I? Did I have lethal? I could have gone Lightning Strike, Mission Briefing, Lightning Strike, and then, yeah, I could have put them to 1. Or to 2. Okay, fair. Fair. So, I just Mission Briefing Fight with Fire here, right? Yeah, right, Ollie? I think I want another mission briefing. I don't really want this Lightning Strike. So, like, they get a Niv-Mizzet back here, but I have, like, a bunch of things that end up dealing lethal, right? Yeah, if we would have flipped into this, we would have killed them. Niv is gas in the sideboard of this deck, Marty. I mean, at least we can cast these, right? Yeah, we played blue-black Nicol Bolas earlier. That was really sweet. Yeah, I think so, Marty. I really feel like this session, this hour that we've been playing this deck, like the number of matches that we played, I feel like it's just like a really good set of like showing like some of the neat, like good tuning that we can do. So I think I just mission briefing here. Or I just like creeping chill and hope to kill them. I could briefing into Lightning Strike and then bring back the Phoenix, but bringing back one Phoenix doesn't really do anything, right? Yeah, that's true. The more spells we cast, the more they can draw to counter. It's a good thing to point out. Alright, this is a desperation play. Yeah! Fight with Fire is gas. That was a good addition to the sideboard. I don't know about these Duresses, but Fight with Fire and our Niv-Mizzets are both great. You cannot sell packs in this game. This is not Magic Online. The economy is completely different. You need to divorce yourself of expectations from coming from Magic Online in this game. It seems fine. One land up on the draw. For a Helix is definitely worth 4 when it's lethal. Amen. Amen to that one. And if I find a second land, this can find me a third. Uh-oh. Uh-oh! What's more Hogland than hoping to draw... I had a close to functional 7, it just like didn't have a chill in it. I was just like, I have to snap this off, right? Yeah, we don't even have a Phoenix to bid, right? That's an aggressive negate. I think I'm just bidding strike here, honestly. We're just trying to, like, find land drops, right? Yeah, opponent's been missing their 4th land so far. Nah, I mean, they know we're missing our 3rd land. That negate seems fine. I like that Radical Idea is another discard outlet. I kind of felt like we needed another discard outlet, and Radical Idea has been a good one. I think I'm in for this Watery Grave, right? I guess I could cast Phoenix. I always forget that that's an option. Sweet.
That's weird. My spell has a casting cost. I think I'm in for that. I think I'm in for that. And now I target opt. And then I get to opt and then play a land and radical idea. Nope, that one can stay right there. What is in their hand? Okay, that explains what's in their hand. They have like essence scatters or something. So I think I'm gonna mission briefing here. And I'm gonna hold this Niv-Mizzet till next turn so I can opt afterwards right away. I think I'm gonna go deeper here and like briefing my briefing, just like get through more of my deck. And then I think I'm actually in for Fight with Fire here. Now I have one in my hand.
Of my flames.
Yeah, now I'm just gonna slam Niv since I have a second one.
Coming.
It's gonna be a demanding dragon, so I'm gonna take 5 here. This is gonna be a Niv-Mir. Feels like a Niv of their own. Yeah, the fact that the animations don't stop you from playing is great. We're just going upstairs with all these, right? See if they have a negate here or not. I have no idea. Everybody just always wants to know, like, is this deck going to be the best thing since Slice Spread? And it's just like, I don't know. Can't we just, like, have fun playing Magic? Why do you have to be playing, like, the deck that's, like, cracked in half, right? Can I just kill their thing by casting spells? So I have
I only have 5 mana is the problem. I'd have to deal 4. Op deals 2. Yeah, it does. Op deals 2. Good call. Each of these deal 2. You're super right. I forgot that these have that effect. Yeah, these deal 2 as well, right? So I can do this and ditch this Arclight Phoenix. Yeah, yeah. Oh, this deck is... It is pretty close to JAC, isn't it, Hippity? This... Man, this is, huh. Yeah, the Niv's been a sweet addition. This feels like Dredge meets JAC. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. Let's play one more. Let's play. We're doing it for 90 minutes. I want to play one more though. I want to try one more. So I have an artifact beta key from somebody that went to PAX. I paid for someone to go get me a key from PAX, and they just sent out an email saying that the beta was going to start November 19th, which is over a month behind what their expected original release date was. Beta starts in 2021, right? This deck feels awesome, Philly. I don't know if it's good, but it's a lot of fun. Hopefully they're playing black-green so we can see how that feels. Vampires. All right, what does this do? And it dies, creates a 1/1, sure. To be fair, it's only like a $30 upcharge, right? Alright, so there's a Warlord's Fury in my bin. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this, because if I mill over a Phoenix... do I want this shock? Yeah, I think I do. To be fair, they never promised anything. I don't remember Lightning Helix costing UU, right? And drawing a card? UU draw a card Helix. That's true, they did, didn't they? Whenever a vampire you control attacks, each opponent. Well, that's really scary. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to beat that one. Oh, wait. This makes a lifelink one? Yeah, honestly, Pikes, they kind of missed the boat, I feel like. Like, as far as hype was concerned. Yeah, I don't have Coil in my sideboard at the moment. I think if we would have hit a Phoenix in our top quarter of our deck, we could maybe have raced this, but I feel like I'm in a position now where that's probably not going to happen. So, like, I get that some people will be excited for, like, a tournament with big prize money, but, like, most of us aren't going to qualify or play in that tournament. So, like, why do I give a shit, right? And, like, even people who qualify to play in that tournament, most of them aren't going to win it or make any money playing in it. Like, there's a reason why Dota has huge prize pools and a much smaller following than League of Legends, right? Just, like, prize money doesn't a more popular game make. Like, go look at, like, how many people are watching Dota right now and how many people are watching League of Legends. Am I trimming here? I think I want the Fight with Fires and the Niv-Mizzets again. Oh yeah, Cannonade kills a bunch of their stuff, doesn't it? I guess this is an aggro matchup, so I want the Nivs. Maybe when I bring in the fields, I cut the creeping chills. Does that seem reasonable? Because, like, these don't enable Phoenix either. Yeah, field gains life on a different axis. It's a great way to think about it. Radical idea, maybe? I guess they just had the 3-4. Alright, they had the 3-4. Maybe I'm overreacting to that. They have mostly smaller things. If I just, like, keep their board clear, the 3-4 doesn't do a whole lot. Yeah, I don't think I can like mulligan Charter Course Phoenix like lands. Marty, you don't have to engage in comments that are that lazy and stupid. Just time them out. So, well, that changes things. We're gonna have a turn here in a second, chat. Any opinions on this Phoenix in Modern? We've played a little bit of Holy Diva's Phoenix pile in Modern. It seems okay. I'm gonna kill the one that gains life rather than the one that has one more point of power here. So, do I just go like briefing, shock, like bring the birds back? Probably, right? I love that this card draws Radical Idea too. And like shocking them once here makes the Phoenixes a 3-turn clock, which is great. Caw-caw! Caw-caw! And like I have these Radical Ideas to turn these extra lands into something useful. Yeah, I'm gonna reference this video for a while, I think. Just like, this video has just been such a great example of just like the power of being able to like look through things and like kind of like change cards out slowly. Like as we started with this core idea and then like evolved it very slowly into something that like assuredly felt more solid. Yeah, I think we've been running a little bit below average with our birds this whole time too. And like, we haven't been explosive as we could be. Do I want both Nivs? Or should I trim one of these Nivs and put the other Radical Idea back in? I think I want the Nivs. The Nivs is like our go over the top card, I think.
We'll leave them in. Sure. Gonna keep my health total high here on the draw. Yeah, I've read the Stream Decker should be current. Yeah, Stream Decker is the current configuration. Ooh, that's a tilt. The start was really punishing for me. I think I'm gonna plan to shock this here. I've been seeing full art Teferi, but couldn't find information. It was a promotional item. It was a promotional item that people that were in the closed beta could get for a short amount of time. This thing's killing us pretty quickly. Feels bad, man. Vanguard's not a card that's super popular, so I don't know that I want to really change my deck to adjust it. This is the first time I've ever played against a deck like my opponents in the number of amount of times I've been playing. So I'm not really sure that I want to make any adjustments based on like what they're doing exactly. I'm gonna go ahead and try one more here. Try and close the deck out on something strong. I've got one more deck I want to play tonight. Yeah, I'm on a blue tempo at the very least. Yeah, we never would have seen it there, Marty. Yeah, if we still have a bunch of people in here after we finish Mono Blue Tempo and I'm still feeling good, feeling pretty... I've been going for like 8.5 hours, but I'm still feeling pretty chipper. Arena's good at keeping the tempo up, so that's nice. Nice fast games of Magic. Not a lot of lag and waiting. The standard content is super popular. I think my highest for Modern this week was under 1,000. There's the Creeping Chill Glue Door Opener. Gonna go ahead and cantrip right away, just like try and dig to our bird ASAP. They play something on 2 that I want to shock, I can go this into shock. Huh. It's possible that I want to hold up shock here, because this turn's going to be their Jade Light Ranger. So I want to shock that in response to the Explore trigger. If this like turns into a 4-3, I kind of want to kill it. Or it's just a 1-2-1, sure. Divination's a heck of a card, chat. Am I going to shock this and then shock this? I don't think so. Hey, Pikes with the $10 tip. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. If you keep going after tempo, can you play the Sultai Dredge deck? Yes, definitely. Alright, so do I want to put this into play tapped or do the mountain and shock this? I think I probably want to keep my health total high. I'm going to go ahead and shock this turn. Now, I think I just want to shock this and just, like, get it off the table since I drew the mountain. I think I just want to, like, we're basically a pseudo combo deck, so I think I want to just keep their board clear and my health total high. Punished. I think I'm gonna strike this one too at this point. Just like, again, keeping their board clear and the pressure off. We can find a couple of birds to, like, put into play a bunch.
Let's see if you're worthy. I've seen things that would break someone like you.
So I can opt and then lightning strike, or I can Warlord's Fury and then chart a course. I think I want a Warlord's Fury and then chart a course. It gives me a chance to hit another Phoenix. Gives me 3 looks at another bird. It's pretty unfortunate. Probably still fine though. It's like I'm hitting them to 17 here. I've got like theoretically 11 in my hand. Like I can bring the bird back again next turn.
This is nothing.
I think we're just like winning this race so far, right? I'm gonna start with this and see where we go from here. Yeah, I think we're actually just doing a-okay here. Tag chart a course here. And then before I chart a course, I'm gonna opt, so that way if I find a third bird. So I went mission, up, chart a course, so my birds are going to come back here. And again, just upstairs because I have plenty of spells to like bring them back again next turn when they die. This was sweet. I feel like this played out exactly how we kind of wanted it to, right?
No one said restoration was painless.
And again, I feel like this was a game where we kind of got unlucky, right? Like, we didn't find birds quickly. We haven't hit them with a bunch of free creeping chills. I don't even think this hand was that good, Marty. I think this hand was just, like, thoroughly average. We, like, had 2 Phoenixes and 31 cards, and they were, like, in the second 15 of those 30 cards. Yeah, it played out well. Yeah, I get what you mean. The game's worked out for us, but like, and again, like, the fact that I'm winning a game like this, where I feel like we got pretty unfortunate, is like really awesome, right? Because like, we definitely have a nut draw that's like much better than what this draw was, right? We have like 2 Phoenixes that have been here still too.
How do I sideboard? Do I just click submit? I think I click submit. No, I don't think I want Nivs in, because Niv dies to Vraska and Vivian with no value. Jeskai list seems seems pretty sweet. How much to get that on Arena? It varies, Brian. 100 to 100.5 should definitely get it for you, but it could even be less than that. That's the most annoying thing about Arena, I think, is that, like, I can't tell you how much it is to just build the deck outright. I think I just run it back. Like, lightning strikes and shocks kill a lot of their little things. And, like, their things that are bigger than lightning strike are, like, the 3/4 and then, like, the 6/6. And what's going on, Nick, by the way? Hope you're having a good evening, Mr. Miller. Cheers. Hope you're safely into Dallas. There is a ceiling on how much decks can cost. Don't ask me how to calculate that ceiling, though. Huh. I mean... yeah, we kill them. That's how you answer the hexproof dino. Attack for lethal. I think this is a mulligan, right? Like, the lands are bad, the spells aren't good. I mean, you can buy wild cards. Every 18 packs you buy, you get 2 rare and 1 mythic wild card. So if you think about it, for $18, you're guaranteed 2 rares and a mythic. I think I mulligan this. I think this one's a keep, but yeah, Chart of Course is great. I'm so happy Brecken suggested the A+ emote. We're gonna get a lot of mileage out of that one. What's going on, Mr. Silicon? Oh no! Oh no, how do I ever beat this card? If this card gets a 4th point of toughness next turn, we're just stone cold dead to rights, right? I think the creeping chills have been good. I don't know, maybe they're not good enough. The creeping chills have felt like they're okay. Gonna go ahead and pass here. I'm gonna hold this one to get my bird back later. I think we're just dead here. I don't even know if this is a great reason to bring in Fight with Fire. I guess it is. I guess it is.
You won't see the end coming until it's too late.
Is it? I have no idea. That's part of the reason we're playing games. We've played like 6 matches. The creeping chills have been good in a number of matches. Just like having a bunch of reach is very, very good. All right, so if I Warlords into a red source here, I can strike plus shock this Wild Growth Walker. I think I like that as a gamble. Woohoo, doggy! All right. All right, so you're saying there's a chance. I just want to make sure she uses the right lands. Yep. So you're saying there's a chance. Take a chance on me. Do 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 do. Yeah, gaining its life has been very relevant when we're racing. You got him. Do we need to stop the Vraska ult? Maybe later. It's like that doesn't happen for like 2 more turns. We're probably gonna have to poke that at some point. I'm definitely like in for this Warlord's Fury. I think I just Discovery here again, because if I hit an untapped red source, we can Warlord Fury and get our bird back. Okay, I'm gonna go bin digging for this red source. That is unfortunate. Hopefully we can find another Phoenix next turn.
My newest friend.
No, this application is written in Unity, which basically runs very well through Wine. This isn't a .NET pile of garbage. Huh. So I'm gonna hold the mission briefing for next turn. I think I'm just gonna go Warlords into Charticors. And again, we have a game 3 here still, but like running pretty below average. We're like 25 cards into my deck, and I haven't hit a second Phoenix.
Pathetic.
Why do people who spent money on this game and got an optimized list play? Because some people don't want to play best of 3 Algarth. Some people just want to play like one game really quick. I've definitely played best of 1 constructed.
As long as we win, nothing else matters.
I'm not casting Creeping Chill this turn, so let's tap these 2 blues first. I said we're not casting Creeping Chill. I never said we weren't getting its effect. Chill is very good. Chill is very, very good. Do I have another... I don't have another mission briefing in here. I guess I'll just take Charticors. Yeah, I'll take Charticors. Do I kill their board? I might be able to just kill them, right? Yeah, right? Like, so... There's 2 birds coming back. I hit them for 7. And then, like, next turn, I can literally just go, like, Chill, Strike, Shock. Right? It's just like, beep, beep, let's go. Yeah, Vraska's at 9. Oh, she ults at 9. I thought she ulted at 10. All right, I'll shock Vraska. I got it. I understand. I'll shock Vraska. Thank you for pointing that out. I thought that's the other one that ults at 10, right? No, Vivian's 8. Yeah, Vivian's 8. And again, just like incredibly below average draw. Like they had a Wildwood Walker early that gained them a bunch of health too.
Everyone is except me.
That's not, those are the minimum, Sean. That's assuming you don't open anything useful in any of your packs, which statistically you're going to. Like I said, the most frustrating part about Arena is me being unable to tell you exactly how much it costs. I agree that that is very annoying. So like they go to 11 and then we just like chill them, strike them, they're dead. Or I can like strike them, mission briefing strike them, they're dead. This deck is sweet. Yeah, bye friend. Bye friend. I want to kill them by casting Creeping Chill because that's where the style points are. Caw-caw! Caw-caw! The blazes were bad, Bob. They were worse than the uncounterable Expel. The chills were very good. I think the helixes are worth, I think the creeping chills are worth playing. Damn it, Marty. I thought I was like pretty locked into testing this blue-black pirates deck, but this deck is kind of awesome. This deck is kind of awesome. The main board here is like all 4 ofs, like pretty reasonable. His format is awesome too. The sideboard is probably the place you could put a lot of thought into. I don't know that these Duresses are very good. I feel like the 4 fields, I feel like these 10 slots are definitely good. The Nivs are probably great too. How many shills will take me to, but this is fine. $10 donation. Get it right back in the queue. But yeah, so the Duresses and the Nivs. This deck came from an offhand comment in an LSV article. Well, it definitely, and like I said, I think this whole, if you didn't watch this whole video set, we've been playing for almost exactly 2 hours now with this deck. I think you should definitely go back and watch this video set from the start if you want to see my process on starting with a rough idea and kind of tuning and changing different ideas as we played games through. And like we hit a road wall and then we changed something else. Then we tried something else and we tried something else, etc., etc., etc. All right. We're gonna play 1 or 2 more decks tonight at the very least. Pike sent in a tip to add Sultai Dredge. Let's do 2 more. I don't know that I probably can't power out more than 2 more, but 2 more I think is reasonable.